Hello and welcome to your Cover 2 TV NFL News Daily with me, JENNO, and let's get started. So today for our first bit of news is Cam is back. Cam Newton is back. He went 2 for 2 in the pre-season, including a touchdown. I mean, we're all glad to see Cam Newton back in the NFL. I think it was a bit of a miss when we felt like he was injured last year and playing on an injury. Now he's back. So there was a couple of issues. People felt that he might take a little bit longer to come back than he has, but it's good to see him in the pre-season. He only threw 2 passes, completed them both for 1 touchdown, but it's good to see that he will be definitely back for the new season, and that all those early worries about whether he was thrown or whether he wasn't thrown in practice are gone, and that we're ready to see Cam Newton, or Cam, next season. Okay, next on our news day, we've got Pats are actually looking to trade Connor EALY already. Now this is actually a worrying sign for the Patriots, who, they gave up a 2nd round pick this season to go for Connor EALY to then be their new left defensive end to replace Rob Ninkovich. The fact that already looks like it hasn't worked out. Ninkovich is now retired, so there's a huge hole there. There's a hole we've been talking about for a while in these news shows when Derek Rivers got injured. The fact that we don't know who's going to play defensive end for the New England Patriots. The fact that they've had Connor EALY there for a while now and he's look like he's going to be traded is a big worry for me as a Patriots fan. I mean, I assume we'll figure it out and we'll get more coverage sacks, and that's why we took Stephen Gilmore to pair him with Malcolm Butler, and then have Devin McCourtney and Patrick Chung as well, Harmon, all there to cover, and hopefully we get some coverage-based sacks. But it doesn't look like we're going to have any game changes on the end, which is a bit of a worry. Next time we said, the Jaguars owners spoke about how he's open to signing Colin Kaepernick. Again, this one's just one of those things where he's going to be asked about it because Blake Bortles and JENNO are garbage quarterbacks. They're terrible. They barely even belong in the NFL at this point. I mean, JENNO once had a chance to go off and start somewhere else. He wasn't really interested. Blake Bortles, from the early promises, just been terrible. I mean, I've had my reservations about why Colin Kaepernick doesn't have a team based purely on football reasons. But purely on football reasons, he's still better than Blake Bortles and JENNO. I'm not going to argue that. I think he's clearly better than the two of them. They're both terrible. The Jaguars are terrible. And it's like when we were talking about on today's discussion show, we mentioned about who's next team to win the first Super Bowl, and again Jaguars we just threw out because you don't go anywhere when you got Blake Bortles or JENNO as a quarterback. So them signing Kaepernick would make sense. It's a thing that a lot of people are clamouring for, and at least might make Jacksonville Jaguars at least a bit interesting. Not unlike, but to be honest with you, when Tim Tebow was a free agent and he was trying to get his ship there, and I always thought that'd be a good idea because the Jaguars aren't going to do nothing else, so might as well take another guy who's not very good either, but at least it makes it an interesting move. So yeah, in my opinion, Jaguars should actually go for Colin Kaepernick. Next time, the Panthers have apparently been raving about Kelvin Benjamin, saying he's an absolute monster, and that was both Ron Rivera and Cam Newton. There's something I've been saying for a while. I rarely rate Kelvin Benjamin. I think he's a monster, and it seems to be back. He's getting that high praise from his teammates and his quarterback and his coach. However, this is pre-season. We hear this about Player X all the time. It's one of the biggest pre-season jokes you hear. Player X looks like a monster. However, I do think in the case of Benjamin, it is true. And for anyone who does fantasy, I would look to take Benjamin as maybe your second WR or your third WR, one, however you play. But if you can get him around there, I think he'll be a very good pick for you. Next down here, and 49ers are looking to release Anna Brooks. Brooks, the 33-year-old middle linebacker, has been the 49ers as well. Has been a bit of a stalwart on their defense. He got 6 sacks last season, but he's battling for a job this season. It looks like he's lost out as the 49ers are trying to get younger, because that's been their issue. Their team they had a really good team and then they missed their window, got old. That's what happens. It was largely spoken about on our discussion show last week about why we think certain teams have missed their window, and we use Cincinnati Bengals as one who start to get old on the offensive line after trade place and their offensive line hasn't recovered. This is kind of like what happened in the 49ers after 2013. The players start to get older, they got older, and then the team's actual ability levels dropped, and they haven't been able to draft well enough to replace the aging stars. I think this was happening with Emmett Brooks. Maybe now they think they have been able to replace him as he's getting a little bit long in the tooth, but I expect Emmett Brooks to resurface somewhere quite quickly. There's going to be many teams who call him in looking for a shot. I wouldn't even be surprised if you get your standard Patriots Ravens who have a little look at him, kick of the tyres. If not, he's going to go somewhere. You can't tell me that there's enough better linebackers in the league than Emmett Brooks. I expect him to get a starting job and get one quite quickly. I actually think he might be the kind of guy who gets the chance to just properly have a look around the league and just see who he wants to go for, see whether he wants to go for money, starting position, or a ring. I think that's going to be, he's going to have that kind of choice about who he goes to. I mean, I don't expect, if he goes for the team who's looking for a ring, I don't expect him to be a starter, but I can see him being in a rotation. So that's all in our news today. I think I'm going to be back on Sunday for what we're going to call the weekly wrap-up show. I'm not sure there's going to be anyone here for it tomorrow, as you know, both Steve and Chris, I've got other things going on, whereas I haven't, because I'm bored and I spend all my days in uni work and crying a lot. Okay, so just as mentioned, you should check out our discussion show this week. It was a good one. It was about which team who's never won a Super Bowl before will win the next Super Bowl. I mean, there was good discussion there, we all spoke about it. We asked Chris whether he thought the Vikings would win one. He wasn't very optimistic. So next week's going to be another big show. I should plug that now. Next week is going to be our season predictions. Yeah, football's really going to be back soon. You know, and we're going to get our season predictions and a little preview of that, even though it hasn't been filmed yet, will be Steve says Packers to win Everton, Aaron Rodgers MVP. I say Patriots to win Everton, Tom Brady MVP, Chris cries in the corner. So that's all from us. Give us a big thumbs up and subscribe. Ta-ra.